Welcome, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries. I am your host, Sherrod Cohen, and you are now entering into the Soul Vision Powercast, a place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We'll talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even discuss the shit you might have heard or saw. Today, we're going to talk about 5 reasons moms get jealous of their daughters. And is it okay? Let's kick it. All right. We're going to talk about 5 reasons moms get jealous of their daughters, and is it okay? I'm going to read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read too much of the article. I'm just going to really just jump into the 5 reasons, get those out the way, give you my opinion on each one. But this right here is just not mothers and daughters. We're just not going to leave it to that dynamic. What we're going to talk about is just simply how older women view younger women. And it's some jealousy there. Trust me, all these older women out here, young ladies, are not giving y'all good sound advice. They're not telling you the good shit because they're still in competition with you. They still want the attention that you are now getting that they used to get. So let's rock with this. Now, the article is by, I believe this is by McKenna Myers. And I believe the name of the site is wehavekids.com. So I'm gonna put the link in the description so that you can go check it out if you want to. Now, question is your mother jealous of you? Now remember, we can substitute mother for the older women that are around you, right? So is your mother jealous of you? Do you have a strained relationship with your mother and don't know why? Is your mother competitive with you, treating you more like a rival than a daughter? Is she uninterested in your life, rarely inquiring about your career, your activities, and your kids? Is she possessive of your dad, making it almost impossible for you and him to spend time alone together? Do you get a strong sense that she wants you to do well in life, but not too well? If this dynamic sounds all too familiar, your mom may be jealous of you. As a child, because you didn't understand why the relationship was tense, you were left in the dark, bewildered, unsupported, and emotionally abandoned. Today, though, you can finally acknowledge your mom's envy and accept her limitations. You can stop blaming yourself for the tension between the two of you and find peace. All right. Now, we're going to jump off into the 5 reasons why a mom gets jealous of her daughter, or why these older women get jealous of these younger women. Number 1, she's a narcissist or has narcissistic tendencies. Now, I know on the internet, we'll learn a new word: narcissist, passive aggressive, toxic masculinity. And we just use that shit for everything. Look at that narcissistic car driving down the street. We just overuse everything. But in this case, they're talking about your moms may be a narcissist or have narcissistic tendencies. She's in menopause or perimenopause. She's possessive of her husband, your father. She regrets her unfulfilled dreams. And number 5, she's emotionally absent. Her jealousy makes her cold. Now, number 1, she's a narcissist. Let's read about the narcissist mother. While there are normal, natural reasons why moms sometimes get jealous of their daughters, narcissism is now one of them. Dr. Carol McBride writes about self-centered women and the damage they inflict in Will I Ever Be Good Enough? Healing the Daughters of Narcissistic Mothers. Her book helped this woman understand why her childhood with such a mom led her to become a grown-up with a flimsy self-concept and erratic self-care. Now, Dr. McBride says that daughters of jealous narcissistic mothers may battle crippling self-doubt in adulthood. When they were kids, their moms treated them like accessories and not full-fledged individuals. As a result, their feelings, worries, and struggles went unnoticed and unattended. They grew up in an environment where they were to reflect well on their mom, but never outshine her. In the process, they suppressed their own needs and desires in favor of hers. This is why it's vital that they focus on themselves today by embracing their inner world, their thoughts, emotions, and dreams. Writing in a journal daily is a valuable way to accomplish this. It gives these women an opportunity to get in touch with themselves and finally figure out who they are and what they want from life. Talking about maternal jealousy is perhaps the ultimate taboo, inimical to all we hold dear about motherhood and want to believe about mother love, especially that of a mother for her daughter. While maternal jealousy is a freighted topic, it's not a rarity. That's Peg Street, the author of Detox, Recovering from an Unloving Mother and Reclaiming Your Life. I'm gonna put the title of these books in the description. So in case you want to go grab this stuff or read these articles, hey, it's going to be there for you. Now, number 2, she's in menopause. While jealousy from a narcissistic mother is extreme and destructive, envy from a menopausal mom is quite normal. It's difficult for some middle-aged women to undergo the change of life just as their daughters bloom into adulthood. It's understandable that they may covet a daughter's youth, vigor, and infinite prospects during this time. During menopause, a mom may feel less womanly, less desirable, and less relevant in our youth-obsessed society. She may endure physical changes such as weight gain, dry skin, thinning hair, and coarsening facial hair. She may witness her daughter attracting men's attention when she no longer does. As a result, she can feel more anxious and less confident. The daughter of a jealous menopausal mom should be patient and compassionate. According to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, hormonal changes during this stage can make a mom irritable and depressed. A daughter, therefore, may need to turn to an aunt, a grandmother, or friends for support during this time when her mother is struggling and emotionally unavailable to her. Normal or healthier moms are proud of their children and want them to shine, but a narcissistic mother may perceive her daughter as a threat. If attention is drawn away from the mother, the child suffers retaliation, put downs, and punishments. The mother can be jealous of her daughter for many reasons: her look, her youth, material possessions, accomplishments, education, and even the young girl's relationship with the father. And that's Carol McBride, author of Will I Ever Be Good Enough? That's what I'm saying. It's not just the mother. It's not just this mother-daughter dynamic that you will see the jealousy of an older woman, being targeted towards the more youthful, vibrant younger woman. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the competition between women, although some women, I honestly believe that some women don't even see competition with another woman. Other women thrive on that shit. Other women really think that, hey, I gotta outdo her, whether it be money, shoes, working out, or whatever. There's always this competition in the head of some of these women. And I would tell and warn you you younger women, that be careful of the advice that you get from older women, especially those that don't have a man. Because the first thing they're gonna tell you is go get that money, get your career, your education. Don't worry about no love and this and that and the other. If you are able to balance career, education, your children, and partying and having fun, how come you can't balance a healthy love life? Come on now. Stop listening to these old used up chicks out here, man, that ain't got shit going for them besides what they got in the bank, because that's the only thing they're worth. Bam, holla. Number 3, she's possessive of her husband, your dad. Or as an older woman to a younger woman, hey, she's possessive of that attention that other men was giving her, and she don't want you to get any. She don't want you to shine. But here we go. One of the most destructive things that jealous moms do comes between their daughters and their dads. According to psychologist Dr. Nikki Martinez, this is caused by a mom's low self-esteem. Her insecurity leads her to become territorial about her husband. She doesn't want to share him with anyone, even his own flesh and blood. When her mom is envious and her father is weak, a little bum ass, lame beta male. Well, okay. When her mom is envious and her father is weak, a daughter can potentially lose both of her parents. To avoid conflict, a feeble husband may surrender to his wife's insecurities. He might do anything to keep the peace, even forsaking his own child. Consciously or unconsciously, he neglects his fatherly duties and pushes his daughter to the side. Tragically, she's left without a healthy, loving connection to either parent and grows up feeling like an interloper in her own family. Fellas, I do believe that the child does not come first in a family. They're not the most important people in the family. The most important people in the family are the adults, because the adults have to count on one another to run the household. The adults have to count on one another to pay the bills, to get the kids to go, those things right there. But when you see a woman is trying to drive a wedge in between you and your children, man, you got to let your nuts hang or something. Do something. You just can't let your wife run you to the point where she destroys the relationship between you and your children. That's all I'm saying, man. Now, not appreciating that her mom's jealousy is the reason for the distant relationship with her dad, the daughter blames herself. She becomes convinced that she's unlovable. As an adult, she may still feel sad and confused about her childhood and her relationship with her parents. Working with a good therapist can help her to understand her mother's envy and the role it played in keeping her and her father apart. And I'm listening to one of these, it's a philosopher, says, envy comes from people's ignorance of lack of belief in their own gifts. Philosopher Jean Vanier. Number 4, she regrets her unfulfilled dreams. Like I said, young ladies, watch out about these older women, right? Because some of these older women would tell you, you don't need a man, you don't need a man, you don't need a man. And deep down, she may be regretting the fact that she may have let a good man go. But in order to not see you happy, she's going to push her bullshit on you. Number 4, she regrets her unfulfilled dreams. Another common source of a mom's envy is her daughter's seemingly unlimited prospects. At a time when her own possibilities may be narrowing, she sees her child's world opening up. She may wish that she had enjoyed the freedoms that young women have today, exploring their sexuality, postponing motherhood, entering once male-dominated professions, buying their own homes, and being financially independent. As such, she may be resentful of her daughter and regretful of her own life choices. Now, I'm going to put it to you this way. I think a lot of times that the older women, I don't think they may be jealous of the financial part. I don't think they may be jealous of the homes, the profession, the professions, and probably not even postponing motherhood. You know what? Probably, I'm going to give them motherhood, because postponing motherhood, because a lot of women do regret the children that they do have, because they feel in some way that those children did slow them down. So I can go with that. And then exploring their sexuality. A lot of older women got married young. Years go by, she with the same man, then all of a sudden now I want a divorce. But now you're old, the dating pool is not looking for women like you anymore. So then they give y'all, the younger women, bad advice. Man, holla. Dr. Charles Sophie, a family and child psychiatrist, says that some moms even perceive their daughters as thieves who stole their sexuality. He has dubbed this phenomenon perceived transfer of sexuality. A mother feels threatened as her daughter's sexuality peaks and hers declines. To her, it seems like she's now in fierce competition with her own offspring. Her daughter, meanwhile, is left flummoxed by the escalating conflicts with her mom, wondering what they're about and hoping to de-escalate them. Sad shit. Number 5, she's emotionally absent. Occasionally, daughters experience maternal jealousy because their moms are numb and detached. According to Jasmine Lee Corey, author of The Emotionally Absent Mother, many of these mothers were severely undermothered when they were children. Let me read that again. According to Jasmine Lee Corey, author of The Emotionally Absent Mother, many of these mothers were severely under-mothered when they were children. As a result, they grew up to be desensitized adults who can't connect with their kids emotionally. When their daughters are in the spotlight, these moms don't feel pride and joy like most parents do. Instead, they feel sad and resentful because they didn't have the same opportunities to shine when they were kids. You know, it's like somebody coming to your major engagement in life and feel regret that it's not happening for them. Instead of being, it's happening for them. Instead of them being happy for you, they're just mad or feeling sad that, oh shit, I didn't do this. I didn't have this opportunity. Some bullshit. When a daughter figures out that her mom is emotionally absent, it's both a revelation and a relief. She now knows the cause of her mother's envy and no longer blames herself. If she starts practicing acceptance, realizing her mom won't change, she can look elsewhere to build emotionally satisfying relationships and a strong support system. And they said, if you want to learn more about this, how an emotionally absent mother impact her daughter's life, they will say, read more of that. I'm gonna make sure I put all of these down in the description so you can pick them up and read them or whatnot. But I believe a lot. See, we live in a world right now where you are not supposed to say anything bad about a mother because the mother is supposedly the backbone of the community, especially the black community. And we're not supposed to say anything bad about women at all because we just supposed to believe what y'all say. We're just supposed to follow y'all lead. But that's bullshit. That's why society is going to hell in a handbasket right now, because we have a lot of women out here raising children who are not mother material. They're not motherly. They're not nurturing. They're none of these things because they never witnessed or felt these things from their moms. We have a lot of emotionally damaged women out here giving bad advice to a lot of young impressionable women, right? And then in this society, if you got a little bit of money, a little bit of bling bling, a little bit of some trinkets and some cars or a house, or they don't give a damn how bad the advice is. They're going to listen to you just because you have those things, because these people have become so visual. It's, they rather worship your currency instead of check out your character. You feel me? So young ladies, pay attention to some of these older women. Listen to the words they speak and listen to the actions. Listen to the words they speak and pay attention to their actions. Because a lot of times, these older women, they're not giving you advice to make you better. They're giving you advice so that you won't be better than them. I'd like to thank each one of you all that took the time to look at this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you're not a soul visionary, man, hit that subscribe button. And if you do those two things, do one of two or both of those things, hey man, hit that share button, man. Let's grow this community, man, so we can have some good, honest dialogue that is unfiltered and raw. We talk about everything, man. It doesn't even matter, man. Peace.